Hey y'all! For those who don't know me and for those who do, my name is Jamia Triplet, and I'm here to give y'all a little insight on the journey of my soul's contract. God spoke to me and through me to share my story with you guys. So I hope this motivates you guys to share y'all stories as well. And bear with me, I wrote it down. I'm a little nervous. I don't do stuff like this, but it's not about me. It's about what God called me to do. So, first, I want to start off by giving thanks and gratitude to the man above and to those who helped guide me in this place that I was always meant to be. Before I start, I do want to apologize in advance. Every tear I shed was not just tears of sadness, but growth and healing as well. I'm here sitting in this present moment before the eyes that are watching and the ears that are taking the time out to listen, to share my testimony with the voice that God has gifted me with to uplift the hearts here today of all ages, especially my generation, and show them that it is okay to be truthful and express the trials and tribulations that you have experienced. Most people would think, what could a young girl like her have been through? Well, let me tell you that I experienced a lot of traumas within 24 years of living. Starting at the age of 4, August 10th, 2004, which was one of the most tragic moments of my life. My father was taken away from me due to gun violence. Every day that would pass, my eyes would meet the sky and I would just start crying, questioning God, why me? Why did I have to experience a life without a father? I just didn't understand it. With that came the lack of love, connection, and guidance that I yearned for my father figure, that led me to looking for it in all the wrong places, that caused me to get mistreated, abused, not in a physical way, but in other ways, which made me feel worthless, not worthy, amongst other things. And yes, I had the love that only comes from a mother. However, that just wasn't enough to fill the void of a father's love. In between ages, there was a time where I was so low I tried to commit suicide for always being accused of things I wasn't even thinking about, which made me want to do it since I was already getting in trouble, so why not? If it wasn't for God using my little cousins as a vessel to stop me, I would have taken the uncomplicated way out. Then I saw physical, mental, verbal, and emotional abuse growing up. Even had it happened to me, I was sexually abused verbally, mentally, emotionally, and almost physically 3 times. Once when I was younger and twice in my young adult years. One of them was by someone I was in a relationship with, and the other time was by a close family member. I can honestly say I would have never thought I would be the one experiencing something so surreal. I always heard stories and watched movies about it happening to other people, but for me to be the one in their shoes, I understand how it feels. Screaming from the inside out with no words to fill the space, mind racing with 1,000 questions, wondering, are you to blame for what has happened? Having that feeling, if I speak up, will anyone believe me? Let me say this before I move on. No matter who doesn't believe you, just know God Himself does. He's seen it happen to you. And if you believe in Him as well as yourself, then that's what counts the most. Not what others say or think. In the midst of all that, I suffer from 2 more transcendings. For those who don't know what transcending means, it's another word for death. On my dad's side, which were his mother and his sister. May 24th, 2018, the day before prom, I was getting accessories put on my nails, and I received a call that my nana was no longer with us. Prior to that, the nail tech was already mad because I went and got my nails done by someone my god sister already paid to do them. Before I went to that shop, why did this lady think I was crying about what she was saying. Goes to show people are so insensitive and think that the world revolves around them when it doesn't. May 25th, 2018, the day of prom. I had absolutely no clue that my auntie had taken her last breath. My loved ones and siblings should have been rewarded for best acting skills for putting on a show full of smiles and happiness. Why? Because they came straight from the hospital there to support me. My mother told me later that night that she told everyone to keep it a secret until after my day was over, and it broke my spirit because she knew deep down I would have dropped prom and everything that came with it to be right by her side. With all that happening to me and my mom's relationship was, having its highs and its lows. This was around the time I was battling with faith in God, and resulted in doing things I never done before, such as using profanity. Mind y'all, I never really cussed. I was always called like a white girl because I didn't know how to cuss, and then I started cussing. I was drinking a little bit. I was already having sensual activities outside of marriage, but what really got me was smoking weed. I knew it was real when I copped up for the very first time. After that, it was a wrap. I became addicted to the temporary feeling of peace it brought me. When I said it numbed every emotion I was feeling: overthinking, intrusive thoughts, anxiety, traumas, the inner child in me crying out for help. Literally everything I was going through, I had not a care in this world, just wanted to be on cloud nine, floating away from it all. And every time I was coming down, it would all rush right back to me and smack me in my face. Eventually, I got tired of smoking just to numb the pain, so I stopped and decided to face all that I was going through head on without running from it. Once I did that, it was when I realized the true meaning of peace of mind without fear, of living outside of the norms rather than in it. I've always been the weird one in all aspects of life that follows the I've always been a weird one in all aspects of my life that follows the drum of her own beat. Most will call it the black sheep. Until I took a quick dive into the world that others live and noticed that I don't fit in, nor do I belong, which I am 100% fine with. I finally accepted that I am meant to stand out in the crowd and not be a part of it. A ruby uniquely crafted by the hands of God. The last thing I want to speak about is the feeling of being betrayed. Yes, I've been betrayed before multiple times by so-called friends, family members, outsiders, you name it. But by someone so close to your heart that you never in a million years would have thought would happen hits completely different. That's a feeling within itself. Again, just another lesson that was a part of my soul's contract. God was just removing and placing me in certain situations for a reason, to teach me obedience and to instill me with the strength of a warrior and to break generational curses, as well as follow his lead, because what he has set in stone for my soul's purpose was already written and is far greater than what I was planning for myself. I now see how the phrase cycle of life comes into effect, not being aware that everything truly does happen for a reason, a season, and a lifetime, to teach you many lessons in disguise, putting you through the same heartache and pain until you learn the lesson and move on to the next without backtracking. Most importantly, to keep faith in the journey God has in store for you, no matter what challenges he throws in your path to test you, to continue to trust in his perfect timing rather than your own. God is within you and all around you, always watching and listening to your spirit's wants, needs, and desires rather than your fleshly desires, guiding you into the gods and goddesses that he created us in, his image to be. If you truly honor God, you will free yourself of low vibrational frequencies, including sinful endeavors, hindering you in all aspects and freeing your essence to flourish into something beautiful beyond the fresh, beyond the flesh attachments and standards of the world surrounding you. No, we weren't created to be perfect, but to be as close as walking in the path of Christ-like ways and put him first above all things. So take a step outside that box to experience true peace, love, and light. Always remember, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Already was a part of your soul's contract's mission before you were born. That's it. Thank you to everyone who took the time out to listen. That is the story of Jamia's life. The first part of it, because God is still working on me. God is still working behind the scenes and instilling me with the courage and the faith to keep trusting into him and to speak this message to y'all, because I have social anxiety. Well, let me not say I have social anxiety, but yes, I am overcoming my anxiety of speaking in front of people, because I know that I'm greater. I know that God has a greater purpose for me, and I'm destined to be something great. So this is just one of the obstacles that I have to overcome. So again, thank you guys for listening. My name is Jamia Triplet, and yes, I think y'all should share y'all testimony, y'all soul's contract purpose, all the things that y'all been through in life. So, because you might be able to uplift and motivate someone else to share theirs. Thank you.